commonly known and love to have the term, a title of Mayor of Wollaston. It's very fitting they're at this corner because his seat was right at the corner inside that window many days in Barry's Deli. And for many years you'd see Paul, whether he's washing windows or you'd see him in Wollaston, this was truly his home. His kindness was way beyond the average. I mean, he was an amazing guy that was always there for others, whether it was his veterans driving them to appointments or folks that needing a ride for a medical appointment or supporting whatever charity there was. Paul was always there, and you always heard him there as well. Sometimes you heard him before you saw him. But quite a guy. So this morning we have some people that I'm going to say a few words, and I'd like to start off with our City Council President, Mike McFarland. As you know, was the owner of Barry's Deli for many years, so you got to know Paul for certain. Council President Mike McFarland.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. I started working on this wonderful corner. Actually, it was up at the other corner in 1969 when I was in high school. And a permanent fixture around Wollaston Center was Paul Barry, who had been here for a number of years. And there was another gentleman who used to like to have the title of the Mayor of Wollaston, and only a few of us will remember it. It was Mr. Terrence O'Brien. And when Terry passed away, probably in the early 70s, Paul took over at that point in time the unofficial title of the Mayor of Wollaston. And for every, I can honestly say, for every day, for a 35-year period, Paul was around here helping, assisting, knew people that moved into the neighborhood. He saw it, if a truck pull up in front of you, he'd help you unload it, he'd help people in and out of the cars. And Paul was just one of those unique gems. He had a special affinity for veterans and those that were less fortunate from him. And he adopted one of the local neighborhood kids, George. I don't know whether any of you remember George or not. He adopted one of the local neighborhood kids, George, and he took George under his wing, and he gave George some dignity and something to do every day. And George never went without anything, whether it was a cup of coffee or a new winter coat or whatever. Paul took care of him in a very quiet, soothing way. And for many years, as you know, I spent in this building, and Paul sat at the table handing out his advice. A lot of it I didn't agree with. Didn't really matter. That was the way it was going to be, according to Paul. But he was really a wonderful human being, and it's an honor to be here today. I'd like to introduce one of my colleagues in government who are here today to honor my good friend, Paul Barry. And he used to tell me, you change the name of this place to Barry's Deli for me. But that's okay. With us today is a good friend of Paul's, former Mayor Jim Sheets and his wife Joanne. From the City Council, we have City Councilor at Large Joe Finn. City Councilor at Large Doug Guttrow, who represented the Wollaston area for a number of years as Ward 5 Councilor. Brian McNamee from Ward 6, who's a longtime friend of Paul's. And I don't know who argued with Paul or Brian, I'm not sure. Margaret LaForest, City Councilor from Ward 1. We have current Ward 5 Councilor Kirsten Hughes. And former Ward 5 Councilor, who was a very good friend of Paul's, was Steve Durkin. And from our state delegation, we have State Senator John Keaton. And State Representative Series, Mr. Tacky Chan. So, thank you all very much, and this sign will be a constant reminder of our good friend Paul.
At this time, I'd welcome our Ward 5 Councilor Kirsten Hughes to come up to the podium, and Kirsten's one of the sponsors as this falls into the Ward 5 district. So, Kirsten Hughes.
Thank you very much, Mayor Koch. It is truly a pleasure and an honor to be here this morning. I have to say, I'm sure Paul's spirit is with us. It's a beautiful day, and Paul really represents what is so great. I know as a kid growing up here in Wollaston, it's really what represents what's great about our city and our neighborhoods, and the friendly neighborhood guy, reaching out, always there. You're always able to count on him. Sitting at the corner of Barry's Deli. I mean, this is, representative of what makes our community great. And I was pleased and very glad to hear from Paul's family when they reached out regarding doing something for him. And again, I know that that you're all proud of him and you all miss him. And this is a beautiful and a fitting way to really remember him and you know, how he gave back to his community. So again, on behalf of myself and the citizens in Ward 5, I thank you for the time that we had with Paul. I know you miss him and he will be missed here in the community. So thank you.
As many of you know, Paul was quite political. He loved the political game. He ran for county commission many, many years ago and would frequently tell me about that race and the different communities he was in. Well, one of his favorites was City Councilor Joe Finn. I think he was his first campaign manager. So I invite Councilor ask Joe Finn to come up.
Thank you very much, Mayor, for the opportunity to speak here. And I don't think it's any secret. I think most people know that I absolutely would not be here without Paul Berry. I first met Paul after running unsuccessfully, and as I was ramping up and starting the second time out, I first met him. He came up to me out of the clear blue sky and said, you know, you lost last time, but this time you're going to win because I'm going to help you. And then the very next sentence he said, don't tell anybody though. As I was coming here this morning, and I'm sure many of his family could relate to this one, the last thought, as I was getting out of my car, Paul used to drive me to the various bowling places. As I started to close the door, I swear I heard a voice saying to me, don't slam that door. But again, I'm not here for any of those reasons today, as much as it is to honor the real reason why we honor a person like Paul Berry. And that is, you know, Aristotle, I guess it was, once said that the purpose of life is happiness, and that happiness is found in pursuing the good. And by that standard, Paul Berry was probably the happiest man I ever met in my life. The amount of good that he did every day was absolutely amazing. And to think, up until that last part of his final illness, he would work every single day. And included in that work was helping out veterans, helping out various charitable causes, being civically involved. You know, it's most appropriate, as everyone said, that that sign goes up there, but it's really not so much to honor Paul, but to serve to a reminder to all of us about what's truly important. That how we relate to each other and how we act and how we commit ourselves to this life is incredibly important. And thanks to the mayor, the council, and all those involved, that sign will be a reminder to all of us as we move forward. So again, thank you all of you for being here today.
As many of you know, Paul came from a very large family, from Montclair, North Quincy. Paul is very proud of being from Sacred Heart, being a member of the Knights of Columbus, being a member of the Elks, and he was very proud of his brother Mike, who was a police sergeant who died way too young, an awful long time ago. I certainly remember his brother Dean quite well. He was active in Sacred Heart. And Frank, the oldest, was in a VA hospital today. Was the last of the brothers that believe survived the Barrys. And we have that continuation, though, in public service, and that Paul's grandnephew, Cole Barry, is on the planning board today. So with that, I'd like to introduce Paul's son, Timothy Barry, who's going to say a few words and recognize someone from him.
Everybody, I don't have a speech. I just came here to thank everybody for showing up, the mayor, especially the city of Quincy, for providing us this opportunity. My father would be thrilled, happy, a little embarrassed by the whole scene here. But right now he's looking down and just smiling and thanking us for all the joy that we've given him. So thank you, Mayor, and the city of Quincy. Drive by here as well.
Paul had such affinity for the veterans, and that's why we're doing it today on Veterans Day. We have a couple of gentlemen from the Caddy Post, Caddy Detachment, who joined us to provide the red, white, and blue. And it wouldn't be, I guess it wouldn't be an event in Quincy if we didn't acknowledge the Old Glory, maybe we can join in with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, the family is gathered by the pole. We'd ask the family, particularly Tim, it's right behind you, the string. I hope this thing works. We'll do the unveiling of the plaque. Well, thank you everybody for coming today. That ends our formal ceremony. I'm sure the family would love to chat with you. Long live the memory of Paul Barry, Mayor of Wollaston. God bless you all.
After,